Why are values important? You know, it's interesting. When we go through our lives, sometimes we do it, sometimes not connected to who we are. And we miss looking at the things that are most important to us. Um, Often, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. The first thing I do want to say is there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that sometimes we live our lives where we don't find that we are actually living the life or being the best person that we need to be. Okay, so when that happens, um, a lot of funny things happen to us, like we end up um, sad or trying to numb ourselves, and we numb ourselves by doing a lot of different things. We can overwork, we can take on some bad habits, watch too much TV, play too many video games. I mean, you know, yell at the people that we love the most. So, one of the things that we can do to kind of get over that is to step into who we are, to be our authentic selves. And to do that, it's to identify our values. Now, these aren't the values, the moral compass. I'm not talking about those values. Those values are great, and often they translate into the values that I'm talking about now. But I'm talking about those things that are most precious to us. For example, if your value is compassion and kindness, that's how you show up in the world. You're a compassionate and kind person. But if you're working in an industry that isn't very compassionate and kind, you're not going to feel good about yourself. So it's really important to know who you are and what you stand for. When you work with the values section of the Brain Trust Academy, don't rush through it. Take your time. There are a lot of words that are there. And some of the words kind of mean the same thing, but not really. There's like these little nuances between the different words. Spend time going through them. Think about what really connects to you. You know, who you are at your core. I want to just share a story, and I share this story quite a bit, but it's the value of family. Family is very important to a lot of people, and everyone points family up as their number one value. Yes, my number one value is family. But you know what happens? That's quite not how it shows up sometimes. And that's okay. You can love your family, cherish your family, but you might not, as a core value, have family as the center of who you are. You may be more adventurous. You may have more creativity. Those things may be more important to who you are, and then they show up in your love with your family. So you show up, you're being adventurous by taking your family camping and hiking and doing all of these fun new things. That may be more important to who you are at your core. So as you go through this, this is very, very personal for you. Identify who you are and let that come through. Not who society says you are, not who your parents say you are, not even who your spouse or your partner says who you are. This is all about you. And this is the gift that you're giving yourself. So spend some time. It may take you a day or so to go through it. It's worth it. So take some time, identify who your values are, and just know that this is one of the most important exercises and most important gifts that you can give to yourself.